it got me thinking. And we all know that's not good. It's not when I get to thinking, it ain't. Welcome back to the workbench, where we try to make things. What we're continuing to try to make today is Revell's Ford FD-100 pickup, the Foose design kit they put out a while back. We're doing this kit quite a bit different. And if you'd like to get caught up on those differences, there's a playlist down in the description to get you completely caught up to where we're at right now. And where we're at right now is still working on the chassis and drivetrain. Last time we got together, pretty well worked out the back half. So because we're trying to make this four-wheel drive is the plan. And we've pretty well got it planned out from the transfer case back. Now we need to figure out the front. Okay, so let's take a look at what I've got done so far, kind of what I've worked out so far. And then we'll look at a big change. I think we're gonna go a whole different route, so you just hold on. But let's look at where I'm at so far. So what we needed to do was get this Ferrari Testarossa front clip to work up front here, because it actually kind of fit pretty nicely. So I cut out everything, literally cut out, this was all X'd out and whatnot. I cut all that out, and I also trimmed this part, this kind of front rail out too, so it'll sit right in here is the plan. And you can kind of see how it ties into the frame rails we got there. That was the plan, is to have it tie into these frame rails like so. And then we've got to get the front diff to fit in there, which the idea was to have it live right in this location. And then that's why I had to cut a lot of this out. And I started actually even kind of trimming out, hopefully you can see this, trimming out right here too, so it'll sit kind of notch over top of the rear diff. So we try to work it in like so. And then of course we'd have to work our half shafts or whatever, our drive shafts out to the wheels. I cut all of the front rack out of it because it just made too much room. And the idea was we probably would use the piece from the Ford F-100, which would sit kind of in there. But as you can see, this is, I mean, it's a tight fit. There's not a lot. I mean, I don't even know if we can get it to work. The other thing I wanted to point out too is you can see where the transfer case is and where let me pull this stuff back out now that we kind of looked at the idea we were going with there. See where the transfer case is? Not even, I mean, we're at least a 1/4 inch, probably more off from being on a line with the transfer case. So it got me thinking. And we all know that's not good. It's not when I get to thinking, it ain't good. But here's my thought. So I mean, the easy way to make the transfer case to fit would be to just shave it in half so that it just sits lower. You know what I mean? And then just kind of fake it. But then you can see that the transfer case is in half. I don't want you to be able to see the fakery, right? We got to hide the fakery. So that got me thinking. I went to high school without ever studying. I know how to fake things, right? So what I thought we could do, my idea, we've got the floorboard from the Bronco. What if we, hang in there, what if we incorporate that floorboard, which kind of fits pretty nicely right in here where the frame used to live, right? If we incorporate that floorboard in, so check this out. Let me see if I can show you. One, it fits pretty nicely in there. We could go under the rails, but I think what we'll do is I'll shave this down some so that it fits right. Hopefully you guys can see this notch that's in the running board bed area. I think we'll make it just fit right into that notch. Right like so, which brings us right to the back of the cab here. The drive shaft will run underneath, right? Now we'll box in here on the back side of the cab. We'll box it in and then just have a tunnel that the drive shaft's coming out of. But you see what we've already done. You can't see the transfer case. Now, I think I will still put in the transfer case, like I said, kind of shaved down, but you're only going to be able to maybe see it because I might not even do that. I don't know, because I might box all this in around here too, right? Box all this in here. You know what I mean? And just have, I don't know. You have to let me know what you think. First of all, you have to let me know what you think about the whole. It might be better to go lower because it's less, yeah, it's less down there. We might go here. I think we're going to go here. We'll go underneath. See how now I'm tucked underneath that part of the running boards? I think that's going to be the plan. Make that fit in there. And then the drive shaft will just fit right underneath here, like so. Now, look at this too, though. Here's what's nice. So with this sitting in place, we pretty well line up with our fenders. So I can build out to the fenders, right? So build in this section and then close off. Let me turn it this way because you probably can't see. So if I build in this section here, so just extend this out right here, and then I can close off the inner fenders, which they don't in this kit, but I could just bring the inner fender up this way. Now, I don't think I've mentioned this, the exhaust. So here, yeah, you can probably see it. Here's the collector on the pipe. It's gonna run right here. So inner fender would be closed off here. It's gonna run here out the fenders, out the front fender, bottom of the front fenders here. Okay, and then we just build forward. So we're gonna end up with a core support. We'll build in a core support here for the radiator. We build forward. We finish off the fender wells to this piece coming forward, this piece coming forward, and then we're hiding a lot. So what we can do, and you can't really, I know the tape's here, but you can't really see much down this way because the motor covers it all up. But so what I can do, again, is shave this down, this front diff, to make it really fit in there nice, right in here where we need it to be, right? But it's going to be underneath here, so you won't be able to see so much that it's been fudged a little bit, right? Is the idea. This will install or mount, or however you want to say it, on the underside of this, so it'll actually glue up to this piece here, but then it'll be sitting in the location that we need it, around in here somewheres, right? So and then we can just kind of come out with our shafts and with our steering column, and we'll have tons of room. I think this is the big change we're going to make. And check this out. So I guess I didn't mention the big change, the actual big change. Probably should mention that. So the rear chassis sits here. We cut it here, or wherever it is. We cut it here. All of this front part of the chassis goes away. And we just, this will get installed into here, and then we'll extend it in, we'll extend it through the two pieces, right? In fact, I'll probably just notch these, or I don't know how we'll do that, but so that it goes into the boxed part that we're building. Let me get this back in place. So this is going to be basically sitting here. If I can lift it up, it's going to be up like this. We'll box in here, and then the chassis will kind of like a unibody. So we're going to turn, in fact, not kind of like a unibody, like a unibody, and we'll turn the truck into a unibody. And by doing that, we're going to hide a ton of stuff. And we paint, all this will get painted body color, which I think will look nice. You know what I mean? So we'll have this all kind of one piece. Keep in mind, it's going to extend out. It's going to extend out forward and over, forward and over. This is going to get built out. This is going to get built out. The inner fenders are going to get built out, and that'll all be body color. And then you'll be hiding the drive shaft underneath. You'll be hiding the transfer case underneath. We'll be hiding the diff underneath here. It's going to be there. They're going to be there because you might get little glimpses of it. So I want you to be able to see that it's there. And we need something for the shafts to come out of. And then, but it doesn't have to be so perfect, right? I mean, we're dealing with 25th scale. I think this would really help. Let me know what you think. Do you think that's the right way to go? Because I think it's what I'm going to do. I really do. I think that'll make life, to me, it's going to be way easier to build out these flat pieces of undercarriage and a little bit of an fender and all that stuff, which all that stuff's going to have to be done anyways to a certain degree. I think that's going to be a lot easier than trying to get, because just the transfer case. I'll have to tunnel here. I'll have to cut this out, build a tunnel. So where did the transfer case go? Wherever it went. I have lost the transfer case. Oh, here it is. Just so that transfer case will sit down, down enough down in there. That work right there is going to take longer than doing that little bit of flat, kind of flat sheet metal work, I guess you would call it. And then the junk that would have to go on up front to make this work, I'm telling you, I messed with it for quite a while. And that's when I'm like, man, I've just got to figure out a way to kind of just hide this in there. So you can't just plainly see it. Cause I can't, I just can't not have it there. Like if we're going to make it 4-wheel drive, it's got to have a front diff. It's got to have a and I can't just not have it there, but I can fake it a little bit if we hide it enough and you can still see it. Yeah, you get the point. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think down in the description. I think we're taking a big turn with this thing. I mean, we did a lot of work on the front, notching this front rails and doing all that stuff. That's fine. It was good practice. It was good, it was good practice at the end of the day. But I think all of this goes away. We just use this back half. And I think that's going to be the way to do it. Let me know what you think down in the description. Do you agree? Do you think I'm cheating too much? I don't, is it, I don't know, too much cheating? Let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you like this, hit the like button. If you want to keep up with this build and these shenanigans, hit the subscribe button, I guess. We're almost to 10,000 subscribers, and I'm trying to get something planned for that, by the way. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the hype button, hit all those buttons. Do everything that people tell you to do on YouTube. I think I got a plan. I think I'm going to move forward with it unless I hear from you guys hating it in the comments. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.